I forgot to put music here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take this time to say a big ol' hello. Welcome to Taco Bell, man. Take your order. Oh, I think I will pass. That's just fine. Well, hello, welcome back to another episode of Dan Life Paul. I'm your host, Paul. Or he's gonna get you. He's gonna put you down. The man's gonna come by and say, no, you can't be doing all that, sonny boy. You need to go ahead and calm it down. But what do we say? Hell no. Hell no, 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 no. Running. I'm running. Now that I'm over here, I can see it from a different angle. I wonder if my truck will start from this far. Oh! Cheeto! I also turned it off from over here. Bicking back, went up on over that way. You know, sometimes I'll be thinking to myself that life could be a lot more fun if we loosen up a little bit. And fun is very, very scary because somebody can get real hurt about it. Somebody can get real hurt. Someone can get hurt real bad. What happens if you get hurt? Oh, I broke my arm. Now you have a cast and a really cool story you can talk to people about. And then most likely it's going to get better. So, what's the preclude to not having fun? It's just sitting around and like being like grandparents or something, or like the systematical, the way that society looks at a thing. I'm blanking on the word right now, but it's just like we all look at that like, say if I say black person or a coyote or like a white person or an Asian or like a polar bear. It's just like we all have like a thing in our mind that's just like, oh, we know what that looks like. So when I say grandparents, it's just kind of like sitting around just getting like a whole bunch more wrinklier. Want to see how fast I can run by? Very, very slow. One thing that's crazy is it's like once I start running, it's kind of almost like hard to like stop. It's kind of like a train. Like since I'm like a bigger guy, I'm 350 pounds. It's just like once the train's moving, it almost takes a full mile to come to a complete stop. Watch my descent. Like watch my like slow down. Watch it. Since this is like my first time running in like months, I thought it was like, I didn't know I could like run that long. I kind of like I want to run the whole thing, but I want to put on some headphones, and I want you to say that I'm cheating. Not even joking, but I ran straight to a possum. You know, I always have like a camera and tripod on me all the time, but you know, sometimes I think since that like I am like a loner person and who has like a history of that, I have been in like a psych ward, I have been like, you know, had mental issues. Which was a prelude to our post-crude, this is after, right? But like it was due to medication. But the thing is, what I'm trying to get to is just like, since I'm alone a lot of the time, it's just like, especially in times like this, it's like, bruh, if I see something, like I've never seen anything before, like out of the ordinary. The biggest thing that I've seen was a wild bear. I actually seen just one in person, and it was fucking crazy. Because like he was like big as hell, like he was like, I guess like stocking up for the winter or something. But if I see like fucking Bigfoot like come out and like fucking like look at me and then like run off into the knowingness, and I don't get like a picture of it, I can't tell anybody. I literally can't tell nobody. If I literally seen a fucking UFO come and like park right here, and like the aliens like wave at me, and then them fucking dash off to like, you know, wherever the hell it would go. It's like I literally can't tell anybody. I literally couldn't tell not one person, because I swear to God, the moment that I come on this YouTube channel and I start telling you that I saw Bigfoot, unsubscribe right away, man. Stop watching, because it's like, if you watch crazy people online long enough, you will eventually start to become crazy. Now that we are here in this discussion, I have seen some things when I was a kid. Now, there were things that were out of the ordinary, and I do remember seeing a UFO. I remember seeing a UFO that was like maybe about 100 feet that way and about 50 feet up. And it was like, how I saw it, it was like, it had no windows, and it was just like this big chrome. It looked like a craft. If you've ever played Spore, it's just like you can build these crafts, and it had like little, almost like wings, or like it had shape to it that wasn't just like a disc, and like it was just floating there. And I remember it shocked me so much that I literally ran inside and I was yelling and screaming, "Mom, Mom!" Like, I see a UFO. And I remember the next day, like, I searched in the news, UFO in my, or like UFO and everything like that, and there was nothing in the news. So I don't know, maybe I actually am like mentally ill or something, and like maybe I've just always been this way, so I don't know. Another thing that like I saw is like the stars in the skies, they were moving, and there are some that you see and it's moving, and you're like, oh my god, look, it's a UFO. I remember like this coworker who, I don't even think that she works here anymore at my job. She said that she saw, she said, I see a UFO. We were on post. I see a UFO and everything like that. And then I go over, and then, you know, she's like smoking a cigarette and everything like that. And it was like a star that was just moving in like just a line and everything. And unfortunately, I had to tell her, I'm like, that's legitimately, actually, that's a satellite. It's a satellite that, you know, you can see, and it looks like a star that it just moves in one direction. Now, if you see that star stop and move in a different direction, that's different. And that's what I saw when I was a kid. It was probably about 1-2 o'clock in the morning, and like I'm laying in my bed looking out the window, and like I see the stars, and they stop, and then they move, and it moves, and like I went and got my mom. I was like, Mom, the stars, they're moving. And like I showed her, and she's like, yeah, the stars are moving. And another thing that we seen was a ghost. It was me and my mom. We were sitting on the bed watching TV, and we look over to the closet, and we see a face, and then we looked at each other and said, did you see that? And then we looked back, and then it was gone. And what kind of normalized that at the time was that was like when we were seeing ghosts in the house. And I remember making up stories of seeing a ghost. Oh yeah, I saw that. And like as a kid, but that time that me and my mom looked at each other and we saw the face inside of the closet looking at us, like, it's kind of crazy. What else have I seen? Yeah, it's kind of odd how I'm analyzing it right now. I think that was like the three things that were like, till this day I can't explain. Like, it just doesn't make sense, because life is very normal. Life is so normal. It's so day to day. It's so expected. It's so stereotyped. That was the word that I was trying to freaking remember earlier. Like, you know, you see a coyote, it's like the stereotype of like whatever you see. But I think that that's like the only things that I've ever seen that was like super weird. And you know, life is kind of fun. Life is kind of a fun game to play, and it's very, very nice. And it's very, very wow. Fun is a word. Fun is a verb. Bacon back being bold. The bird is the word.